Hello, I'm Cindy Syrian with Community Medical Centers. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Community MedWatch. The birth of a child is supposed to be a joyful experience, and while many pregnancies proceed without incident, at times there are medical complications and conditions that cause concern. Community Regional Medical Center has specialty services in place to help moms in need of more critical care, as well as neonatal services to care for those tiny little bundles of joy.
Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
When patient Marcy Deck decided to deliver her triplets at Community Regional Medical Center, she didn't know her babies would be the first to benefit from the new neonatal intensive care unit.
Every few weeks I'd come back in for early labor issues, sometimes several times a week. And the triage nurses and everybody were wonderful, and all of the doctors on call. And like I said, I think each visit I came, I had to be prepared for the worst. And they got everything under control every single time.
And Marcy was glad they did. The highly designated Level 3 neonatal intensive care unit has 56 state-of-the-art beds, respirators, and bottle warming stations, and even its own on-floor pharmacy that is bringing a higher level of care to Valley moms and their babies.
It was perfect. And to be able to be at the hospital myself and have the babies upstairs was a huge blessing.
Hey Laura, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Dr. Jeffrey Thomas, an OB/GYN at Community, says the neonatal intensive care unit is a safe haven for moms like Marcy and their babies when they are at risk for complications.
It allows for close proximity care. A lot of these patients need cesarean deliveries. Birth, and some of the events around it are quite traumatic, and to have that baby close by after delivery is a blessing for them, and to have all those services necessary to support that very fragile life in the early stages is important to us.
The response time was amazing. I don't think the guy ever left the hospital. I felt, because he was always there for me or for any other of his patients.
Dr. Thomas says there is an important question patients should ask ahead of time should there be problems after the delivery.
Should I have a complication at this gestational age, this level of prematurity, or with this problem with my pregnancy? What are the chances that my baby's going to be transferred to another institution for care? If that is in their interest, be careful, because if you need a C-section and you're stuck in a hospital for 3 days and your baby's shipped away, that can be a very long 72 hours for mom to have to recover.
Marcy recovered well, with her babies close by. Today they are back at home, where she speaks highly of her doctors, like Stephen Elliott, medical director of the neonatal intensive care unit at Community.
Dr. Elliott was great. He was really a champion for the kids. He was very cautious with the kids, which I loved. He was not in a rush to say, they're great, they're fine, they took a good feeding, let's get them out of here.
Dr. Elliott believes it's important for both mom and baby to recover together at the same facility.
For any mother who's carried a baby through the pregnancy, that baby is very much part of that mother. And if the baby has a condition that requires neonatal intensive care, that creates a very large stress, not only on the mother but on the family, because it requires that the baby is separated from the mother. And if that separation involves an inter-hospital transfer, that can be devastating, not only to the mother but to the family.
Marcy says she was relieved to have had the chance to recover at the same hospital under the same roof with her babies.
It was such a blessing to have the babies and to know that medically there was a greater chance that they'd be able to stay with me at Community rather than be transferred. I think it's a hidden jewel. I think that, I did not know that Community had such amazing resources for maternity and for, babies once they were born. And so, I was just thrilled to experience it, and now I tell everybody.
Marcy, thanks for sharing your story, and enjoy those little ones. You can learn more about Community Regional Medical Center's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit and the High Risk Antepartum Unit by visiting our website. It's medwatchtoday.com.